Hello, people. Guess who's back with another stream? It's me, Yuki. So, I know we haven't come back to this character for a while. I was designing this character in a stream and then I stopped doing that and started doing other things. But, well, this was the body I was designing. I designed the body before I started to, go towards the head piece. But, today we're gonna do some line art and then maybe a little bit coloring. I'm gonna draw this separately and then we'll nah, I should probably cut this. Um, uh, I will. Yeah, it's just a sketch, so I'm gonna cut everything in one layer, and then we're gonna cut that layer. Let's take it to the actual character. We paste it right here. Oh, I think this is nice. This is nicer than I thought, but I can't let the like neck go too long. So I feel like the colors hide a lot of his face and hair. Does that work though? Maybe I will reduce the size of the collars later, but for now, this is how the character should be looking like. The hoodie is going to be like a transparent sheet with nerves. We'll look at that according to whatever suits the character in the end. But for now, I'm gonna start the line art on the face. Hi, Shobis, how are you doing? Maybe I should probably adjust this a little bit. Yep, like this. And I'm gonna put the rest of the design in. I'll put the rest of the design in a folder. Thank you. Thank you, Shelbus. I stopped working on this design because I was finding it kind of complicated. And well, I had a few other things to do. Still have a lot of things to do, but if I leave it like this, then I'll never be able to finish it, right? So I put the body in a different folder and then we'll hide this layer and start drawing the line art for this part. Reducing the opacity, I make another layer and then 1.2 probably. I think, yeah, 1.2 or 3 should do the trick. Did you get a new tablet? The stream is so smooth. Actually, no. I learned a little bit about OBS Studio. I'm still learning. It's not exactly something very complicated, but my brain just can't take a lot of things at the same time. So I learned to stream using OBS Studio, like direct screen sharing thingy. Yep. Now I can stream with higher quality. It looks so evil, his smile. And I did mention in my last stream, he would probably be the kind of character that everyone would think that he's evil, but in the end, he would be the one helping everyone. Maybe he has a very sad, traumatic life in the past. How have you been, by the way? I've been offline for a bit, so I haven't gotten to check in on you. I have been good. Yep, I have been streaming 4 times a week, and I've been like trying everything I can for now to just stay busy. I've been better than last month, let's just say that. So this character is based on a Venus flytrap, this plant. This is what the character is based on. That is why it looks kind of like this. I would probably make a lot of changes later. This is just the base design. There's a few parts that still need coloring as well. So how have you been? How's your work going? Long eyelashes on the bottom. Nah, that becomes sort of feminine. I don't want him to look like a girl. Bum bum bum. I'm not quite sure if the bottom eyelashes part is okay, but I don't think it looks bad. Work has been busy and same with home life, but it's a good type of busy. That's great. That sounds good. It's good to see you drawing again. You're always so creative. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on the stream as well. Every time I have one of my friends on stream, it makes me feel so good. Like I'm able to connect to the audience more, maybe. Let's just say that, as in viewers. Yeah. Well, I made the eyelashes sharp on purpose because I was like a Venus flytrap is usually Um, a, a, a plant that looks sort of evil, and it actually is sort of carnivorous plant. So like he should represent that sort of thing. But there's a problem. That problem is that I'm not exactly really good with designing characters based on plants. I haven't seen a lot of characters that were based on plants. Did it? Can you hear me now? Let me check. Can you hear me now? Goody. Okay, so what were we talking about again? Yeah, I was saying that I'm not exactly good with designing plant-based characters. Yeah, I haven't done that before. I I usually like design characters based on animals, sometimes monsters and mythical creatures, but not plants. I don't know what gave me the idea of designing a character based on a Venus flytrap. I could possibly put this character up as an adoptable later, or maybe add it in one of my stories. Like this and this. So if you notice what I'm doing right now is I'm making every hair strand separately, one by one, starting from the mid, and I'm ending it in this hairline, as in this goes from here, this goes from here, these from here. Every hair strand ends up going back to the hairline. The hoodie also reminds me of Super Mario Flytraps. Oh wait, I'll tell you what, I'll be honest. I don't really play a lot of Mario or have played it in the past, but I think I've seen them. I'll um I'll be separating the face from the hair strands. Now I just need to figure out which part of which layer had the face. Okay, this is the face. This is and the eyes as well. Where were the eyes? There they are. The face and the eyes. all the hair can be on one layer, like that. Hello, Tanime. How are you doing? Let's just add this into one folder. Good morning. Hello, Belle. How are you doing? It's nice to have all of you right now. As in, I was thinking that maybe today we won't be having a lot of viewers, but there you are. Hi, everybody. The bottom hair is like that. They're supposed to look sort of like these. These. That's how I wanted the hair to look like. Just hanging in there. You? I'm good. I am also hanging in there. Growing the back hair is kind of difficult for some reason. So far, this looks okay, but not the like. I want it to look spikier. Maybe I will disable the face part for now and focus just on the hair. Maybe the front hair as well. Just the back hair. Yeah, I'll focus on just the back hair for now. Uh, okay. This is looking a little bit better than what it was. No, wait. There's a need for two or three more spikes here, like that. Oh, like this. Hmm? Okay, that's better. This is the back part of the hair. Does it look like these? I'd say it does, kind of. And then there's this front part of the hair, and then there's the face. Why does it look so flat? Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. I forgot one part. We'll make one more layer, and we'll add this. Uh, it is so important, this thing. I don't know why every character has this, but it makes everything look way better. If I draw this though, how would I? Maybe it'll be coming out of the um what hoodie, the hood. Okay, and this is what it's supposed to look like. For the back part of the hair, we'll add a little bit more details with a scale, of course. I swear I want to start making like everything in a different layer so I can separate it later as in for a VTuber model. But no, I shouldn't. This was supposed to be just a design. It was not supposed to be a model. I would not be doing that because I'm already working on two models. I need to finish them before I jump onto another one. Let's turn this into a model later after cutting. Okay. Maybe it'll look good, maybe not. It looks fine to me for now. I think that's actually good, better than what I was expecting it to look like. Okay, this is what his hair would look like. Mm, as badly as I want to add every layer, merge all the layers together, I feel like it wouldn't be a very good idea or smart of me to do that. Hmm. I wouldn't merge the hair layer with the skin layer then, just in case I change my mind later. Hair. Okay. So for the hood, maybe I should make one more folder. Reduce the opacity of everything. Now, let's make the hood with a scale like that. This is the pin part, and then there's this part. struggling to think how. Like, I think I will have to make the hair strands a little less pointy. Otherwise, they're popping out of the hood, right? So we need to make it in a way that they stay inside. We'll duplicate this layer, and maybe I should use the special tool. I don't really like using special tool when I'm doing the line art because then it blurs the line art, but I feel like this will be okay just a little bit. This is actually a liquify pen, by the way. Ibis Paint just calls it special tool. Okay, so every strand is inside of the hood now, except for this one. This is starting from where the hood ends anyway. So now I'll tell you why I made the hood look like that. Since I've pretty much done the line art for everything. Wait, except for the face paint thingy. This and the nose. And oh, I forgot about his earrings. How could I do that? Wait, let me make his earrings in a different folder. The scale, oops. The mirror scale, and then we draw the earrings like this. They're meant to look like thorns, and then there's a leaf just hanging in there. Like that. Okay, this is the overall whatever. For the sake of understanding how the hood goes, I'm gonna give it a transparent layer for only the sake of convenience for now. Let's make it black, alpha lock, white. Okay, and then I show what the hair are like. Yeah, the hair. One of the strands is supposed to be out. Hmm. This is how I wanted the hoodie to look like, sort of transparent. Since this is not what I was planning to do in the final thing. Let me consider how I'm going to deal with this strand because I want it to be popping out, right? Let's just make it again on a different layer. Oops. Like how you use fly traps as a reference. I don't know. I was just scrolling on Google and then I came upon this fly trap image. I was like, wait, what should I do? Maybe I should turn this into a character, and I did. I turned that thing into a character. I don't know. I've always been fascinated by Venus flytraps, but like it was just a random idea that came to me out of nowhere. Well, I was like, hey, a character with the Venus flytraps features would look nice. There it is. The nice character I was thinking about. Yep, that's what it looks like for now. That's the head. I feel like this is too. These sleeves are kind of like. I don't know. There's just something wrong about these sleeves. I can't tell what it is. I want to draw them again. But first, we need to get rid of the color. It was just for like references, and I'll make a folder for the color as well. Whatever was colored goes into one folder, stays in there. Okay, so we have this. Everything is almost ready. I want to change the shape of the sleeves a little bit. They're big, sure, they look nice, but too big, I feel. And out of shape. Or nah. Ooh. Did the sleeves look cool? Hmm. Mm, I don't know. I feel like there's something missing, but I can't tell what it is. Yeah, I know. I know I'm the creator, but sometimes I can't think straight. It's not like even if I'm a creator, I always make the right choice, you know. But let's just stick to the coloring part and not go too deeply into the changing the design again. Maybe it's not that bad after all. So what we're gonna do for now is I want to keep everything in the head. Where's the head folder? We'll put it in one folder, the whole head. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Take it below the dress. I don't know when it became this complicated. I didn't think it was this complicated. Where did the where did the yeah, there it is. The color part. Okay, so something, yeah. So this is the base color, and where's the head? This is the head, it goes below this. Yeah. And then we have the hood. It too goes below the dress. Now it looks something like this. It looks okay. The reason I made these sleeves so big was because I wanted them to look something like that. Look at that. So the plant basically goes thin from here and then it turns so round and big suddenly. I wanted to make the sleeves look something like that. I think I should not worry too much. Maybe I will add a few textures and something. Let's go to the and make another folder for the pants. Maybe I should go with some yellow. This lemon yellow is giving me an ick. I don't want this yellow. Um, um, a better yellow would be nicer. This color looks better. How about this? I'll use this color. Oh, sorry. I'll use this color here. Should have been in this pocket as well, but never mind that. Mm. Mhm. Okay. Does it look too funky? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. Okay. Do people actually name their layers? I never name my layers. I barely ever. Not even folders. I don't name my layers or folders. Just I know, right? Who has the time to layer the name the layers? Right now we have about 39 layers in a few different folders. Everything is in folders. One, two, three. What is that? What is this stuff for? Why are these layers existing? They're useless. Why do I have so many extra layers? Okay, so this is the line art for the dress. This is the color of the dress. This is also the color of dress. And then this is the hood. And then this is the head line art. Okay, everything is divided properly. And then there's that thing, the undershirt. Does it look like a design based on a Venus flytrap? Like if someone sees this design, would they recognize the design right away? Would they go, "Wow, that looks like a Venus flytrap"? Is it something like that? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I absolutely despise flies. I was planning to make a video on that as well. In fact, I've been planning to make that video for as my first YouTube video for years now. I was like, I will make a video about flies and how much I hate them. House flies, I mean. But that was long ago, though. I will probably make a video about it, a funny video about it, but not yet. You see these gaps? We gotta get rid of them. Do you think his arms look too long? Wait, let me show you the whole thing though. Where's the shoes? Where are the shoes? Where did those shoes go? Did I delete those there? Oh, okay. No! Where did the shoes go? I think I accidentally deleted the shoes layers. This is such a blunder. Oh my god. What was I thinking? The layers I deleted a while ago, they were probably shoes layers. I will have to go back. Oh my god, I don't know. What was I thinking? No. Please don't let me undo everything. I don't know how long they've been deleted. Nobody told me that shoes got deleted. Okay, there they are. I thought there was nothing that was covering those layers. Okay, they're back. I can finally relax. It was supposed to be in a different folder. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the shoes there. Okay, I don't know how many things I had to undo, but it was the arms probably. Yeah, not a lot of things, thankfully. I was about to move on to coloring the shoes, and then I was like, oh, wait, where did they go? I think this kind of thing should be done using a similar ruler. I know, right? Flies are so annoying, especially the ones that are like that fly slowly. They don't fly off even if you like wave your hand around them. I hate those. Mm, Where's the okay, we're gonna for now we're gonna color these parts again. Teeth, 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 tut, 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 tut. Hmm, that's better. Why did I not separate the layers? Okay, good. Should these be white? I think these should remain white. It'll look ugly if I made them yellow. Folders inside folders inside folders inside folders. Everything is in folders. And then every folder is also in a folder. And then everything is also in a folder. And so we remove these folders. I'm planning on character designing. I'm kind of bad at designing my own OC lol. You should. Actually, you don't really have to, as in, be good at drawing and stuff in order to design a character. You can just think of a lot of traits and then put them together. And then maybe if you can afford an artist, ask them to draw it for you. So there it is, the hoodie. I was going to add a few details to it, which would be pink veins. Now you must be wondering why I want to add pink veins. You'll figure that out soon. I hope this doesn't look weird. Sort of like this. No, maybe darker. Where's that one hair strand that I made? I hope I did not delete that. Hmm. Yeah, there's gotta be a few more of veins. What if the background was blue? Okay. Mm, 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 mm. It looks like the inside of an eye. Okay. White color. I'm torturing myself with this design. Hmm. I'll make these opacity 60 as well. But there's one more problem. Mm-hmm. 60. And then we make another layer, which would be on the bottom with this layer. 100%. Hmm. This part I can't really explain to you, so because I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure things out. Once I do, I will explain what I did. Hmm. Okay, so this is how I wanted it to look like. I feel like the line art is a little bit too thick for the hood. Let's just reduce the line art opacity as well, like that. Okay, and so we have this. Hmm. And it does not look good at all. Not the way I want it to look. At least not right now. There's something wrong with the colors. W- um, maybe the background is the problem. Wait. Okay. 67, 67. Hmm. Well, okay, not bad. Remove the veins from the top layer and then hide the hair and then hmm. Okay. Just a little, I think this looks better than before. Why am I even adding something so white to the design? I'll turn this in kind of like cream white, yellowish sort of white later. The veins are back. Hmm. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is how I wanted it to look. Now everything will be locked. don't know how long my mic was off. I didn't say a lot of things though. Okay. I want to make one of the colors yellow. Maybe one of these. No, it looks too funny. Yeah, one of the colors is enough, I think. But it should be in a different layer. Yeah, like that. Okay. Maybe I should color his hair. What color should it be? Dark green? Royal green? Something like that? I could always go with red, but what if we go with a contrast and I make it brown like a flower pot, as in plant pot? Let's make the hair color a random color and then we can just change the color according to whatever looks nice. Yeah. For that, we will be removing the dress and the hood. This is the hair. One of the strands of hair. That one strand, yeah. Okay. Let's color the hair now. Blue. Purple. Any color. Royal blue. Nah, green. Oh, sea green? Skin. Hmm. Yes, the ear is showing through the hair. I will fix that later. Color, color, color. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna fill up the gaps here so that later when I'm shading and rendering, it does not leave any gaps, right? Okay, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Unfortunately, bucket tool cannot be used with the symmetry scale. It has to be done manually, at least in Ibis Paint. Oops, colored the wrong part. Okay, there we are. I think that looks okay. For the reference of the hood, let's make it a little bit more visible. Oh, why? Why is there a space here? Why? Goodness, what happened? Mhm. Do you think this hair color suits him? Okay. I'll change the color a little bit just to see what it looks like in other um shades. Every color looks nice. I don't know how to decide. Look at that. So so nice. hmm This guy is so cool actually. I can't believe I made him this cool. Oh, red. Could we possibly go with red or pink? Pink looks nice. Everything looks nice. I don't know. Help me decide. I feel like this color looks so good on him. Even though it has nothing to do with the Venus flytrap. Should probably be green or yellow. But everything is green or yellow. What if it was super blonde? Like, hmm. Sometimes, nah, that does not look good. Red, pink, look good. Which one? Which one looks good? Tell me which one looks good. I feel like this would be the pink color looks the best. For that, I might need to change the color of this part. I don't know what color to choose. Well, me neither. I'm struggling with this one. Okay, so yeah. So the design is beginning to take some shape. Um, since we've settled for a pinkish shade of red, I will also make this strand reddish pink, the same color, like that. Okay. The reason I think it looks good, the pinkish shade, is because there is some pink in his design as well, right? And well, there is pink in a Venus flytrap, so it shouldn't look that strange. If I could give him horns, that would be cooler, no? I'll maybe give him horns at the end. Horns popping out of his hoodie like that. But I already have a design like that. No, this guy is different. He's not the same as the previous one, so I'll give him a different chance. Where's the line art? Where's the line art for the head? Okay, I get it. I get it. Get it. Oh, wait. Wait. I need to. I forgot something really important. Accidentally. What was the color again? Pink, red. It was pink, red, right? Yep, it was something like that. Yeah, a little bit darker. Could I go with this? No. Huh. I think does look good though. Yep, it does. I want to start shading and rendering right away, but I gotta wait a little bit before I'm done with all the base colors. I would not be rendering. In fact, maybe I will render in a different stream. Green. Any shade of green would do for now because I'll come back to it later. These are just for the sake of references. Okay. Yep. The eyes could go red. So many folders. The eyes would be red. I love red eyes. A lot of my OCs have red eyes. It has to look evil, flashy. This is just the base of the eyes. Maybe the inside could remain white and the outside, the sclera could go black. That looks super cool. Yep, perfect. You don't say. Okay, how does he look? Be honest. How does he look? So far, personally, I think it looks fine. Better than I would have thought. I need to add some horns on him probably later. Yellow horns that look like thorns. And I have another idea. I could possibly add some thorns here as well. Looks terrifying. Does he now? Oh wait, why the idea of terrifying? I feel like that I could give him long nails as well, black long nails, something like that. I hope that is on a different layer. Nah, it's on the ice layer. It's okay. I don't need to make too many different layers. Black nails. What do you think? Oh, good. It's turning out nicely. I feel like his arms are a little long, longer than his body. But then, since he's a plant anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Didn't matter. Rather, I could probably make his legs longer just to fit in with the design. But I think it looks nice as it is. I could possibly add some more length to his legs in order to like balance the design where the arms feel too long. But I feel like this looks good as it is. Long arm dude with a very evil grin. I want to start rendering the hair so bad. But we gotta finish the base color for shoes first. So for the shoes, I was going for something like a green on these sides, and then maybe a red, sort of a red, this color, for gums, Like these could be gums, possibly. And then the inside of this would be right. He doesn't bite, right? You never know. He's supposed to bite. Every part of him screams that he's gonna bite, though. His bite is also pretty poisonous, by the way. Just stay away from him. Nah, he's just a cute little boy. He wants to make friends. Friends whom he can eat alive. Poison them, kill them, and then. No, 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 no. He's just a nice boy. No. We don't talk about stuff like that. I love I love how these two colors are my favorite colors, by the way. This green and yellow. So I that was completely unintentional. I did not realize. I just realized that I'm using both my favorite colors. Yellow and light green has always been my favorite colors. Have always been my favorite color. Fair enough. Okay. So for this part, I was thinking that maybe it could go with some brownish reddish stuff. I'm not quite sure if it looks good. I'll change the color with the filter tool later. Mm, Wait, maybe I should have like gone with a brown for the base and yellow for the thorns. Mhm, mhm. Okay, so let's alter the colors. Yellow, lighter green, darker green, yellow. Where's yellow though? Where's yellow? Yellow. Oh yeah, there it is. There, there it is. Sort of. Does it look weird? It does look weird. Where's green? We reduce black. No. Dark green. No. Gray. No. I feel like a shade of green. This looks better. And then this color would go here. Let me take it at the bottom. He won't be someone I'd share snacks with, love. You don't need to share snacks with him. He'll make you his snack and he'll just eat you up. The type that's all sweet and then suddenly scary. Honestly, I want to keep this character now. I was thinking of selling it, but I'm growing attached to him. Let me write a story about him. or imagine a story about him. So once upon a time, there was a little boy. Okay. Um, the boy uh, accidentally came upon a plant in a jungle. That plant poisoned him. He began to turn into that plant like Spider-Man. And I don't know. Then he was like hired by some agency to work for them, like whatever happened in the Gashiakuta. Okay, I haven't watched too many episodes of it, but like he became an agent for them, something like that. And then who knows, something else happened to him, and then he became the villain of the story until the end. By the end of the story, they all find out that the villain was actually doing the good thing, and the hero was the bad guy. And then, um, 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 maybe he died. Yeah. Wow, that actually looks nice. Look at that. That looks nice. I wasn't planning on making it like that, but it doesn't look bad. Yeah, I like it. What if there were zip zip thingies here? Um, I think I made a brush for zip some time ago. This, yeah. It was just a rough brush. I was not planning on sharing it with anybody. But, ugh, I don't know how to. It's a closed zip. I wait. What if I give it more space? Nah, I don't think I like it. It was. Would it be useful in this scenario? No. I'll make my own zip. Let's make zips again. What do zips looks like though? Let me search up some zip ties. Zip. Not the zip tie. The zip thingy. Mm, Okay, I found one. A good one. I think so. A close-up shot. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna use it as a reference. No, I think I don't. I'll make my own stuff like this. This is what zips look like. Yeah. No. Yeah. Mm, Manually drawing every zip? Ridiculous. Wait, I will make a brush. Quick brush making. Hello, Kiora. How are you doing? This is how far the design has gone for now. These are the shoes. This is only the base colors. I'm trying to make a brush for a zip pattern. I don't know. Maybe I could go with this brush. Delete the base. How to I am good. This design has taken a lot of like brain, but so far I think I'm good. Thank you for asking. No, no. How do I edit it? Why is it not giving me the um the spacing would be reduced like this. This is what the inside of a zip is supposed to look like, right? Not exactly. Okay, let's try one more time. Does it look like the inside of a zip? Sort of. Maybe I will mm, uh yeah. Uh, I think that looks like the inside of zip now. The problem is probably this part only. Okay. Hmm. How about this? How about uh this? Looks like a person from Mecha Chameleon. Okay, I think I'm sort of satisfied with it now. Hey, the ibis paint stopped working. Come on. Work. Okay. Yeah. Why is it not working? What happened to ibis paint? We have a zip brush. What color should it be? Black, maybe? Mm, erase the extra parts like that. No, go below here. Why do I feel like it looks weird rather than looking good? Oh wait, we were not supposed to be adding them here. We were supposed to be adding them on the opposite sides. Like that, sort of like that. Yeah. Does it just look like... I'm not satisfied with this brush. We're gonna try again. Back. You come here. Okay. Then there's this blob. Oh, oops. Right. And then something that connects these two. Or rather, something. Okay. What if I made it like... Wait. Mm, okay. This one is probably better than the other one. Which one? Okay. Hopefully. But we have a problem. That problem would be... why is Ibis Paint not working? It's probably my graphics card acting up. I know that doesn't matter. I'm just a perfectionist. Okay. I think this should do. This should look like a zip. Testing the waters before I save the brush. I think this is okay. I'll rename it. Rename the brush. Um, Zip brush. Go back. Okay. mm, Sorry about that. Kind of sleepy. Black. Mm, 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 mm. I'll use the liquify pen to adjust the remaining parts and well, I suppose we could color it. Nah, black looks better. This is how we're gonna take it. It kind of looks like some lips too. Okay. What about the base color though? What should be the color of the skin? I could probably go with green, in fact. But what if he's a tan skin boy with a muddy color? We'll think about it. Whatever color suits him. Yep, it's my graphics card. It's causing some problems. I'll give him tan skin, and then if it looks good, then good. But if it doesn't, then we'll figure something else out. Where did the skin color go? Oh yeah, there it is. No. Remove the hair. But if I remove the hair, everything is removed. Uh, the neck, the ears. I think I will probably be changing his skin color to something more pale yellow or I don't know, green. Uh, First we need a base. I like this color as well though. Color for the hair. Uh, okay, where's the dress? Let's make it visible now. No, 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 no. We need some color. um in here as well. Like, okay. So it's kind of funny. Okay. Um, let me think about it. Straps need some color adjustments. Let's see what color of the skin suits him. If this is the best color for him or not. Hmm. Oh, now he looks like a troll. Ooh. Well, I think I could possibly go with the normal skin color. I mean the what color is it called? What's the color of a skin? Peach color? I don't know. Uh, this looks good actually. Makes him look more demonic. Green, but very light green. Mm, what app is this? I need to have mirror option for my dozen OCs. Mirror option, as in this one. It's Ibis Paint X. The only thing I've drawn without the mirror option is the hair and probably this pat and this um footwear. Well, this is actually Ibis Paint X. Ibis Paint X for Android and Ibis Paint Pro for PC. I'm using it on PC, so okay. It is time to shade his skin. If I make his skin sort of textury, would it look like he's a lizard or something and not a plant? Because plants are usually small plants like the Venus flytrap itself are usually more I don't know, smooth. Thank you, you too. Thank you to you too for coming, dropping by. How are you doing, by the way? How's how's life going? Okay. Why did I start shading? Why did I start shading the skin? I think I'm done with the rest of the body though. Only this part and this part. It wouldn't take too long, would it? By the way, this color for the skin is still not finalized. I would probably like render everything and maybe still change the color to something else. Who knows? Okay, so for the oops, the ruler needs to go. There goes the nose. Lowered opacity. Probably blurring it a little bit from here. Hello, Sammy. How are you doing? Oh, wait. I need to like go away from keyboard for a moment. I need to go get my cat. I completely forgot about him. I'll be right back. Wait, just a little more. Yeah. BR BRB BRB. You can have a look at the design and figure out if there's any suggestions you want to give. I don't mind. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, this took a little bit longer than normal. I couldn't find him. Okay, so we were rendering the skin, right? Let me blur this just a little bit with reduced opacity of the blur tool. It's a rough design, so it's not like I am gonna render it too much. Just for the face for now. We'll continue the most of the rendering in the next stream. This is just for me to actually like figure out how I want the skin to go and stuff. I don't want him to look like a troll either. I want him to look natural. Natural and sort of plant like. Glossy skin, but not too much, too overly done. Okay, I think that this looks fair. Thank you, Sammy. He has to look cool. I spent so much time on him. I don't think I've ever designed a character mm, mm, so like with so much love actually. I'm in love with this guy. Sort of like what I did for his sleeves. But I feel like it doesn't look as good as I was imagining it would. Let's just oh sorry. Okay, let's just add a few more highlights like that. Possibly. Hmm. Why have I turned off the scale? Okay, turn on. Some white gloss. Like that. For the teeth to look a little more shinier. I feel like I made some mistake, but I can't figure out what it is. Why does this part look lighter than that part? Is it just me? No. I'll duplicate this layer. And then I will mirror it. Yep. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, so we erase this part. Yep. No, that's better. Okay. So this is how the shoes would look like. The middle of the shoes, not the whole shoes. There's a lot of rendering to do for the rest of the stuff. For example, the thorns and stuff. Um. Okay. These, 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 and these. So, my God. Again, without a again without a mirror tool. I keep forgetting to turn it on. It's time for some more capillaries or whatever they're veins, whatever they're called. I don't know. It's been a while since I studied biology. Okay, right. And then there's a little bit airbrush just on the bottom, like this, for it to be reflecting the light from the soul. Mm. And some darker green, darker green for where's that part? Where's the part where for the base? I'm actually so glad that I did not go along with the design of the shoes I did previously for him because it was a terrible idea. Okay. I want some texture in the shoes, so let's just go with the watercolor brush that I was using for texture before. We reduce the opacity a little bit, so hopefully it's got some some texture and then some highlight. Of course, that would be with white color. Maybe I should use an airbrush for this or this. Would it look weird? I think it will. It doesn't look really good. The highlight part. Nah. Let's just let it be. However, I would like to add some highlights here. I'm gonna end the stream after this, by the way, because we'll render the other stuff later. Yeah, I think the shoes look good enough for me to wear with. So for now, we'll end the stream here and we will try working on the rendering of the hair and everything else in the next stream, which would be on Saturday. What is its lore? I haven't written one yet, but I think it would be something along the lines of he seems evil and he will be treated as a villain for a very long time until by the end of the story they all figure out some like everybody figures out that he was actually doing them a favor, and then he sacrifices himself and dies. I don't know, something like that. Okay. So for now, I will catch you guys in my next stream on Saturday. Uh, 6 a.m. Pakistani time, and for CST it would be about 8 p.m. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and I will be also be uploading a video today. So stay tuned for that. Bye bye.